Okay, hi everyone. Hello. And today we're going to be doing some oil painting. So a little bit to the last few weeks where it's just been digital. I've been doing a lot of digital recently, and I kind of missed the oil digital. I'm quite a traditionalist at heart, so you might or might not recognise what this is going to be. Read Laurel and Hardy. So to be honest, it's probably, instead of showing you the reference, it's probably better if I just crack on with it. And feel free to. Right. Just started with a very loose sketch in burnt umber. So I'm just going to get some background values. Thin the oil out a little bit, or thin the paint a bit. For coverage, just going to get some areas blocked in. Get some of those shape. Figure out where the mouth is. Now, slash. And I think if you're starting out in oils, it's often better to start with some black and whites, practice, and because you only have got two colours to, or two tones to play with, then, or two areas of paint, two choices to make, or less decisions to have to deal with. And if you're searching with a new medium and finding out how it works and the properties of it, how it feels on the brush, and you don't want to be sort of wrestling with colour at the same time. So and this sort of values anyway, even if you're doing digital or a medium that you're comfortable with. It's all good practice. But I like using the big brush to get the big areas of the bigger shapes. And you can easily work out where the eyes are going to be. And you can block bigger areas of colour or value really quickly. Finish this today. It's going to be just the start of something. But we'll see how much we can get done. Try and get some soft edges there while I've got the bigger brush. This is what I've got on the brush, get rid of that. Feel free to ask some questions. If anyone wants to know more about oils or the course or anything at all. So as usual, Ollie is frowning fan with another fine mess you've got me into. Although I think that might be a misquote. That's one of those things that we think they said and didn't actually say. Someone correct me on that.
Okay, so we have a question.
Okay.
The question is from Phil Panic. Hey, Paul, what color is your sketch? Just to give you some idea, it looks a little bluish. That's why.
A little bluish.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's because the pigment of black isn't pure black. It's got a tint of blue in it.
Turn around for a second.
Yeah, that's it does. Yeah, so ivory black has actually got a slight tint of blue in it. So if you mix it with white, blue. So sometimes if you're painting with colour, you don't need blue. You can actually use black and white to get a kind of a blue. What's going to dominate here? So is it the tip of the nose that I'm exaggerating out, or is it going to be the cheek? So I think the nose is going to take over the cheek, and there'll be a little bit of the eye coming up there. There's a lot of people will make the mistake of exaggerating that cheek out, and then you'll have two things exaggerating, and they can't decide between the nose or cheek. It's something I see quite a lot. So this.
Okay, we have another question. Phil,
Okay.
did you start with raw umber?
It's burnt umber.
Well, it says raw, but I'm guessing that's the question.
Yeah, no, it's a burnt umber, so we can get raw umber as well. I have a raw umber in there somewhere. But yeah, I usually I'll do a thin wash of a very thin down burnt umber and on top with a less thinned but still burnt umber. But you know, you could do the sketching in black, and you know, it doesn't matter too much. It just happens to be that the burnt umber is what I've done the thin wash with, so I've still got that some left on my palette. So that's what I sketch with. It's more a coincidence than anything else. I was looking for forms, look for detail at all early on, right at the end. I want some edges here, so I'm going to do some. I'll get some really soft edges. So, can anyone guess what film this is from? Without using the internet? No googling.
Someone's trying to guess.
Okay.
Joshua is actually saying Smurfs, but I'm guessing that's not.
Brilliant.
That one looks very Smurfish and light skin.
Yeah. Well, because of the blue. Yeah.
Lucky guess.
Yeah. Very good. No, not Smurf. Any other guesses?
Sorry?
Any other guesses? Or just
not yet. I gotta say this is a good guess.
What, based on?
Based on the color.
Yeah. Well, I can assure you this is black and white.
Yeah, I can tell you guys it is really black and white. Slightly bluish. I think it's the camera.
Yeah.
Maybe
Adjust the camera settings, maybe.
better. Yeah.
I'll post progress online. I said I was going to post progress of the Steven Tyler last week, but that didn't happen because I decided not to paint Steven Tyler.
Well, I think he has been represented recently.
I think he's had enough characters for now. Yes.
There's another guess, just as good one.
Okay.
Bill is actually suggesting Avatar.
All the blue jokes are going to come in there. Yeah.
Problem is, it looked good before you started black and white, so we didn't know we would have to adjust the
Yeah.
camera.
Well,
Oh well.
guys, just use your imagination.
They are using
It's
their
better.
imagination.
Yeah.
It's Smurfs and Avatar. So
Yeah.
far, so good.
Yeah.
Robin Hood party. What
No.
was
What?
Robin Hood?
What?
Oh, it kind of looks like Robin Hood.
Really?
Thomas More, yes, is suggesting Robin Hood.
Okay. Did they do a Robin Hood?
I just think it's the hat, not that.
Oh,
hat,
this
the other
this
hat.
one.
Yeah. Well.
Well, no, it's no.
I don't know the movie, but it's a good guess.
Well, to be quite honest, I've not seen the film, but
Oh well, that's.
Heatman I did on, but
Do you know the answer?
yes, I know which film. What? I must know which film it is to know that I haven't seen it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. I guess. Not
If that makes
necessarily.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, shall I tell it? No, I'll let you guess. Keep guessing. But yeah, it's definitely one I've been meaning to see.
Well, they're kind of running out of ideas. Because.
Well, Laurel and Hardy.
One, well,
Yeah.
no. Avatar, Smurfs. We can have Guardians of the Galaxy. No one came up with that one yet.
Yeah.
What guy is Vincent van Gogh? Joshua asks.
No, it's definitely Laurel and Hardy.
No, it's definitely,
It's
come on.
I might as well tell you.
Yeah.
It's Babes in Toyland.
What?
Babes in Toyland.
Oh, Babes in Toyland.
So I'm assuming it's a Christmassy one. So yeah, this is next on my watch list.
You could probably share the reference photo from each one.
Yeah, can do. I don't know. I kind of, it would be fun to just see it develop
Okay.
without seeing the reference.
All right.
So yeah, maybe not. Just leave it as it is. I'm trying to block in as much as I can. Slap the fence on.
Okay, so I have a comment.
Okay.
Hope I'm gonna Ralph van der Hoven. First, I want to thank you for doing this. It's a great opportunity to see behind the curtains of painting.
You're welcome.
I'm assuming there's going to be a quick question after that.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ralph is asking a question now.
Mhm.
My question is, who is your favorite artist or artists on this moment, at this moment?
Oh, wow, good question. I don't think I've got one favourite artist. I don't know. Wow, I've got stumped on that one. I don't know. I really haven't got one favourite. I mean, I love the work that people are posting on Characterama and elsewhere. And there's a lot of new artists coming out whose work I love. People like C and Alberto Russo, Folly. So yeah, there's new surprises each week. A new person crops up with some really great work. So I don't know, I'm trying to think who I
have the same problem as anybody else. Wouldn't be like,
yeah.
yeah, 20.
I'm just trying to think of the people's work that I used to look at when I was younger. I mean, obviously, the greats like Rembrandt and Vermeer. Vermeer, yeah. But I don't know. There's just so many to choose from. There's so many. I just love people, talented people, and not just painting as well. Just like filmmakers and writers, and there's so much talent in the world. And
You can get inspired by anything.
yeah, well, that's it. Yeah, a painting can be inspired by anything else, and vice versa. And films get inspired by paintings, and everything's connected. I love reading as well. So I don't think you should just limit yourself to one medium and say, right, well, I'm a painter, and that's it. I mean, yeah, that if you want to make a business out of something, then you have to focus on one thing more than another. But in terms of appreciating art, you shouldn't You've got to open yourself to everything.
Funding. He said, "Thank you. I like that answer, and I agree."
Cool.
There is a comment and a question from Ian.
Okay.
Ian Boyd. Okay. Now we can see more tones coming through. It is more obviously a black and white piece. Very nice. Can we see quickly the Can we quickly see the reference?
Yeah.
Well, I can post the if I can. Yeah.
Yeah, just post it on the comments. Yeah.
In the meantime, there is a question from someone. Oh God, I'm so sorry. World. Hi Paul. Yeah. Hi Paul. Is the blue a color of Prince? Oh, sorry. Basically, the person who is asking the question is trying to find out if the blue is a basic color for your painting or just for fun.
Yeah, no, it's referring to the blue again.
Yeah,
yeah. It's not blue.
Well, unfortunately, I can see blue as well.
Yeah, I know.
We're not going to get away with that. So I posted the link for
cool.
the reference.
I'm just trying to get a gauge for where the mouth is now. Any detail of it. I'm just trying to get the proportions and the distance from the nose to the mouth. I love the expressions that they created. You can see it in the relationship between them, and if you look at the reference, you can just. I'm just trying to capture the shame that Stan Laurel is feeling, and the scorn that's being weighed upon him, but it's done in such a funny way. It's, there you could do.
We have another question from Phil. Have you mixed linseed or other medium with your paint?
Nope, I don't use medium. I just, to do the wash, the background wash, just to get rid of the white board, I'll mix a bit of thinner. But in terms of adding to what's already in the paint, because there's already medium in the paint, obviously, so it's just straight from the tube.
There was another question from Ian, but I just lost it.
Oh, no.
It's kind of like, yeah. Oh, okay. So, oh, interesting. This just keeps moving. Okay, so Ian says, I painted very little, but use digital a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Any tips starting out? Am I better off with oils or acrylics? And do you cover painting in your course?
Yes, the intermediate course is mainly digital, but there's no reason why you can't use acrylics or oils, and I can always talk you through what to do if you do. I can suggest what materials to buy and how to set up, and or you can just use Photoshop. It's entirely up to you. I can adjust the assignments accordingly. But also, in terms of what I would recommend starting out, in terms of I would say pencil and paper. That's the very first thing. Sketching. The key to a good painting is how much sketching you do. And that's where all your preparation is. So, before you go buy any paints or buy a Cintiq or whatever you want to paint with, get some pencils, or pick up a pencil and some paper.
That's actually very true.
Yeah.
You might try to.
Sorry, yeah, go on. Yeah.
No, I don't want to butt in.
No.
No, I'm just saying, as an artist myself, I kind of know that, yeah, having, as you say, a relationship with pencil and paper is super important.
Yeah.
So, because Photoshop can, you know, do just as well. It's really important to have this connection with real traditional media.
Yeah, in terms of having a foundation in gesture and lightness and getting a feel for in a solid, realistic way, and knowing how to get correct proportions, perspective. All of these things come from sketching.
Just coming back to the question, because Ian also asked, I'm guessing definitely for the future when starting to paint, am I better off with oils or acrylics to start with?
Well, difficult question. It's personal preference. I mean, I started painting with acrylics mainly because I was scared of oils. I didn't have any information about them. I didn't know about them, and acrylics, you can mix them with, they wash off with water. So in terms of
They dry out.
materials, and it's the fast drying as well, so that they're easier to work with. But for me, oils are 100 times better, a million times better, because this is still wet. If I wanted to work on this or add some value to it, I won't do it here now because I want to keep that as is. But I could just work some more paint into it, and you can still paint on the top. As long as you don't put too much paint on at first, then you can still paint on top, and it doesn't dry out as slowly as you think. Sometimes, depending on what colours you use, it can be, black and white probably a bit longer because you're using white, which dries slower. So maybe 2 days. I can still paint details over the top now. Too thickly. It depends how thick you put the paint on. So, once you know how they work, then there's no turning back. It's I've tried acrylics once or twice, and I can work with them, but I hate I hate using it. I hated the experience. Because they just dry out too fast, and I've got so used to working with on.
Was it you who said it? Maybe someone else. That acrylics dry to be, when they dry, they kind of change color as well.
Yeah, the values change. I think I can't remember whether they're darker or lighter, but yeah, the value changes as well. So, and with oils, it's more
darker.
consistency. Sure. Yeah. Not being too precious here about the details. I'm going to go into the details later. It's all very rough at the moment. And, you know, it's not. I think it's probably more likeness on Oliver Hardy than Stan at the moment.
We have another question from Ian.
Uh-huh.
And he says, I agree, I use pencil all the time when starting a job. Thanks for the advice. Is there a critique today?
No, I'm not going to do critique today because it's I'm doing it a little differently this week. But yes, I'll definitely do it again next week. So I'll go back to going in Photoshop and I'll do the critique from there. Very rough at the moment. That's okay, and I might move the mouth up a little bit as well, just a touch. We'll thin out the face. Not sure how that's going to go yet. Some more blue comments.
No, I'm just laughing because we haven't yet mentioned the flip and black thing.
Ah, yes. Well, and just in case you didn't hear that,
Sure, it's translatable, but
yeah. Well, I said to my producer and girlfriend, Kasia, about a month ago or something, that I really like Laurel and Hardy, and I just got a blank stare. And in return, I was like, you know, Laurel and Hardy, and she's like, who? What are you talking about? And I couldn't believe that she'd never heard. And showed her a picture, and she's, oh, flip and flat. So that's what they call in Poland. In Poland,
yeah.
In Poland.
They have a nickname. They've never been called by their real.
And they've never been called Laurel and Hardy in Poland.
Smart person translated that to flat.
Which I like. I love flip and flat. I can see them being called that. Yeah, so when I post the finished piece, yeah. So, yeah, I've only got a few minutes left.
We have 9 minutes.
Got 9 minutes, yeah. So
Clock.
it's my clock's wrong. Yeah, I need to change the clock on my computer. So yeah, thanks for whoever's tuning in, coming along. Yeah, it makes me want to do more of them, and I really enjoy them. Good fun. Yeah, so if you want a critique for next week, don't forget to leave a comment either in this post or next week's. And yeah, thank you for
So Ralph says the fatty and the thin have their name. Fatty and the thin. I'm assuming this is Lauren Hardy Holt, and I really don't want to read it because it's too much. The Dicka and the Duna. So they also apparently have
different names. Oh, brilliant. Say it again.
Yeah. Really, you're inside.
Oh, okay. No, I'll read the comment and try and translate it.
I don't want to make a fool of myself. Yeah.
That'd be interesting to hear if there's anything else. Countries as well, yeah.
Nations.
Yeah, other nations, yeah.
Sure we do.
Yeah, put it on so. It's like Oliver Hardy's annoyed by the fact that he's wearing such a ridiculous hat. It's the hat. Oh, Stan, why are you so stupid? No, you're not stupid. Stan Laurel, bit of trivia, was actually born and grew up where my mother grew up in Lancashire. It's quite interesting. Trivia fact. North. Some pure white. This further. Clean my brush off. Okay.
Ralph says that in Holland they had their own version. I'm assuming it was like a copy of the show.
Okay.
They were called Peppy and Cocky, or Kokkie. I hope I'm reading it right.
Oh, brilliant. Peppy and Cocky.
Wait, I don't know. I'm assuming that.
Peppy and Cocky. Interesting.
Yeah. And I can't hear people laughing.
Yeah.
Just saying it out loud.
And we're getting lots of lolls.
Cocky.
Not sure what to do with this hat. I might make it a bit thinner. It looks odd in terms of composition. There's less further. should be all right. Let's put the black in there.
We have 1 minute.
Yep, sure. Okay, so when I render Stan Laurel's face, there's a lot of lighter values, so it's kind of I've kind of laid in most of the midtones, and so some of these are going to come out a bit more just to pull his features out a little bit. So yeah, looking forward to carrying on with this and finishing it. Interesting how their heads are a lot close together because they're bigger and bodies a bit further away. Oh, right. Time filling. I think is it time up?
Yeah, well, it's on my clock, yes.
Yep. Okay, right, well, thank you everyone. Hope you enjoyed that, and I hope to see you again next week. Don't forget the course at hormones.com, and see you next week. Thanks very much. Bye.